I knew a mission of this nature was coming from the moment the rifts first appeared. It was, in fact, the very reason for our current arrangement. Your destination, the Arcadian system, is the source of all skip drive manufacturing. However, they also fall outside our legal jurisdiction, a fact which no doubt holds a certain enticement for one such as yourself. We have recently discovered that the drives are somehow responsible for the dangerous rift anomalies, the tears in the fabric of space itself. Without skip drives, interstellar travel is impossible. No intergalactic heists, no fleeing jurisdictions, and no possibility of redemption when all the colonies are dead. Your mission is to rendezvous with DeVries, our forward agent, and assist her in retrieving the information needed to determine exactly how the skip drives cause the rift anomalies. But please, manage your affairs more carefully this time, because if you or any member of your team are captured, you will be on your own. There will be no rescue. We cannot afford for this to turn into yet another intergalactic incident. Agent DeVries will be contacting you shortly to coordinate your plan of action. I know you have little interest in the laws of society, but hopefully a phenomenon that disdains the very laws of the universe will appeal to you. Ironic though it may feel, I pray the law guide you and your team.
Went with the normal difficulty, huh? That'd be my pick for a first playthrough. Nice to see someone with some sense around here for once. Need customer support?
Commander. Hi. Agent Pascal told me to bring you your new model tactical time dilation device. They say these newfangled ones cost no, that ain't right. 10.25% less brain damage than the old ones. Yeah, impressive, huh? Way it seems to make everything move slower still feels a little weird to me, but they tell me I'll get used to it. They say the way it works is like, well, you know how parts of your brain can become damaged if you're in suspended animation too long? It kind of does the same thing. Oh no, they don't simulate it. It's the real McCoy. The lab coats swear it's perfectly safe. Science is amazing, ain't it? Listen to me, rambling on. So, well, anyway, here you go. Look, Commander, truth be told, I asked to deliver it to you. I was just hoping to get a moment to ask you for a pointer or two, you know, on how to be a great agent like yourself. Because, well, you're a legend. And the other agents, well, let's just say they disagree on just how I should go about it. Okay, I get it. You're too busy to talk to the likes of me. Oh, almost plumb forgot. I was supposed to let you know it's almost time for Agent DeVries to establish contact. She's kind of like you, top tier, one of the Directorate's best. Except then, she was always nice to me. Anyways, we should get down to the main room and open up the channel. No need to wait on my account, Commander. I'll join you in just a tick.
credentials are required to open the channel with Agent DeVries. Yours are currently located in your cabin. Your cabin door appears jammed, Commander. I've made an internal note for Agent Ibarra to look into the cause. In the interim, you will need to find another way in.
Whoa, that's sure faster than taking the stairs.
Commander, considering the danger and consequence of the mission we're about to undertake, I hope you'll forgive the lack of pleasantries. Arcadia is ruled by a dictatorship that calls itself the Protectorate. They are beyond secretive. However, it is their inability to even imagine that someone could infiltrate their system that has given us an advantage. One I've found a way to exploit spectacularly. As unbelievable as it may sound, once you make your way to my location in the Skip Labs, we will be liberating an unsealed Skip Core. Then you know what I'm speaking of. But the whole story about the explosive seals being necessary to complete the circuit so they'll function? Well, it's a lie. The seals are just there to conceal the inner workings of the drive so no one else can duplicate them. Examining an unsealed one will be invaluable in helping our lab coats figure out how they cause the rifts. But you'll first need to make your way to the station proper from the landing pad. Hopefully none. Our mission's timing is fortuitous. Most of the sector security was reassigned to the far side of the station in preparation for the imminent visit of their sovereign's family. They decommissioned several landing pads, including ours, to give them fewer points of entry to guard, giving us fewer chances to be intercepted. You'll just need to reroute power to open the door to the sector once you've landed. Once you gain access to the sector, you'll need to shut down their communications to keep them from alerting anyone to our presence. Then, you'll need to handle their combat mechs. If you're clever, you'll find a way to shut them down before they... I've managed this make...
Come on.
Do you think this is some kind of joke? The Protectorate are the worst of the worst and will not hesitate to string you up if you're caught, if you're lucky. They think nothing of regularly chemically lobotomizing their own subjects for even the slightest error. Your life isn't the only one at risk here. Don't tell me to calm down. You know what I've sacrificed? What I'm prepared to sacrifice still? I've spent the better part of a year laying the groundwork for this mission. I don't need a team led by some convict fouling it up. For now, unlike you or your team, I am a professional. Whether I like it or not, you are the commanding officer here. I need to go now. My absence will be noticed soon. Once you land, I'll...
Augustine! I mean, Agent DeVries. I just wanted to say we're all looking forward to working with you.
Who? Niles? Is that you? Law, what are you doing here? It's been so long.
I'm an agent. First assignment. Suppose I look a mite different now. Less grease. Oh, and no more smelling like fuel neither. Most days. Can't wait to see you once this is over, Agent. And good luck.
Same to you, Ibarra. DeVries out.
Navigator's warmed up in the cockpit, Commander. Whenever you're ready to fly us in.
Ibarra and I will secure the building down here, while you're upstairs restoring power to the door.
That smell. Did a Sprat get flash fried in here? The electrical system misfired somehow. Security has been triggered. This needs to be dealt with quickly.
Commander, we finished our sweep. I'd wager we could use the intercom to call for help, Commander. Must be a guard around here somewhere who can shut the mechs down. Screen's broken, so should be nothing to pass yourself off as one of their own. Always a good idea to have a cover story.
Cadet Warden 4th Class Corbin receiving. It's a glorious day in the Protectorate. How can I serve? Wait a moment. You're calling from landing pad 0-53? That's listed as decommissioned. And yet the defenses have come online? Please be so kind as to inform me of your name and ID number so that I may report you for this infraction. And hurry, please. The transmission of the Sovereign's family's arrival will start any moment. I can scarce afford the demerits missing it would entail. Maori? Oh, now I understand. I'd heard you were, that your condition wasn't, optimal. What? I know I shouldn't be asking this, but what was it like? The mental refreshment? No! I mean, yes! Of course I would. Willingly. Were I to fail to adequately fulfill my duties to the Sovereign and the Protectorate, I am pleased you have been returned to us as a fully functioning subject. Sorry, I can't risk being sentimental. Forget I said that. It is my duty to report this. I'm sure...
Shouldn't we add a deal with security, Commander?
Nothing...
Your call, obviously.
Don't waste no time reducing those necks to scrap metal, eh, Commander? Commander, the situation is becoming more fluid than I'd originally... The situation is becoming more fluid than I'd originally planned for. We've got to change our approach. Split the team to handle comms and security.
Good to know DeVries is consistently on edge. Wasn't just me. You'd think she'd never been on a mission before. Everyone knows fluid's about the best you can hope for. Well, sitting here jawing ain't gonna accomplish much. Looks to be Central Dispatch on the right, with Security Ops on the left. Which you taking, Commander? We'll hit the other. Kinda figured that'd be your choice. Ibarra and I'll take Central Dispatch, then meet you at the Skip Labs. We'll stay well out of trouble, won't we, Cadet?
That's right. I wouldn't dream of letting the side down, Commander.
Right. Well, then, not with...
Agent Pascal, ma'am, I've been cogitating on how best to gain entry into Central Dispatch. You know, without bringing all manner of chaos.
Security Ops is heavily guarded, so be vigilant. You'll need to shut down security measures once you're in...
drop for you in the watch post. There's a key to a maintenance tunnel you can follow into the building.
Drill motor malfunction logged. Error. Drill motors are created through the matriarch's perfect vision, and thus cannot malfunction. Error log.
Labara, got any thought to how we ought to proceed? You're being awfully quiet.
It's coming, honest. How about
Judson and I are in position above the sector, Commander. It's been clear. Only encountered one guard. He's been dealt with. You should have seen it. It wasn't pretty.
As long as it was done righteously in the name of the Earth Directorate. Right, Sandoval?
I wouldn't stand too close to the airlock when we're back on the ship, Pascal.
Why? Is there something wrong with the airlock?
I've stashed a knife in the maintenance access for you, with, instructions on how to use it to quietly bypass the guards.
Good neighbor, I do all I can. That is my great honor.
That's fucking awesome.
Since their return, it saddens me.
Yes, it is sad that they weren't worthy. Otherwise, they'd have had the strength and constitution to emerge a better subject, more able to fulfill their duties.
Yes, that is exactly what I meant. Praise be to the Protectorate. Sort of peculiar. Their duties fulfilled.
I'm curious. How was I supposed to do that?
Neighbor, I do all I can. That is my grade. Have you seen Maori since they're the state they're in? It saddens me.
Yes, it is sad that they weren't worthy. Otherwise, they'd have had the strength and constitution to emerge a better subject, more able to fulfill their duties.
Yes, that is exactly what I meant. Praise be to the Protectorate. It is the duty of every Protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak efficiency at all times.
Oh, this is gonna be a fucking good game.
Distraction devices in a floor panel by the scaffolding. Use them to breach the control room. Just wait until their guns are pointing away from your position.
Processing when I couldn't tell them anything about this assignment. Didn't bother me, I assure you. But it was just too close to implying that some jobs are less worthy than others for me to let lie. We all are equal in the service of the problem.
You're here. I don't care where I'm assigned. The bounty bestowed upon each of us is supposed to...
inside and reconvene your team. I'll be waiting at the skip labs. We're en route to the comms control module. Just need to deal with these guards, quiet-like.
That's cute.
The Earth from one side, whether against corrupt corporations. The Earth Directorate is one side of the galaxy.
Give us a minute. Something's not right.
The Earth Directorate is here to fight for the rights of all colonists.
I didn't even do that.
Whoa. Hold on. What's he doing here?
What's that? An explosion? Abara, Pascal.
Attempting to resuscitate Agent Abara. Please stay clear. An unabridged debrief is not available at this time, but in the parlance of Agent Pascal, some crazy, censored, alert. This unit has lost contact with Agent Pascal. There is a 90% chance she is trapped under rubble, most likely mortally wounded and beyond help. Triage protocols dictate stabilizing Agent Abara's vital signs before commencing recovery efforts. Please secure the area. Attempting to move Agent Abara is not advisable at this time. This unit will relocate Agent Abara to the incognito once he is stabilized or deceased. All other agents are advised to continue with the next mission objective. Please head to the skip labs now. Per Earth Directorate guidelines, an incapacitated agent's equipment is available for team use. Agent Abara's rifle is now yours, Commander. Using it may improve your odds of survival.
Commander, guards are closing in on your location. Agent DeVries, we need an
Oh,
updated tactical
fuck.
report. We've got agents down.
Makes no sense. There were no hostiles in the immediate area. No logical cause for that explosion. There's nothing more we can do for them. This doesn't change our...
You already have it? They do.
This doesn't change our mission. We have no choice but to keep pushing forward.
What was disrupting influences?
Hey, you there! What are you doing here? Why aren't you at your post? Has this whole facility gone mad? Something awful has happened. We must be on our guard. Security ops cannot even be reached despite all of my attempts. This should be impossible. The automechs, I heard them firing en masse. Then there was that explosion. Please, tell me you know what's happening here. You traitorous swine! You shan't get away with this! I mean, Matriarch, be my witness. I won't allow you to get away with this! Guards! I need immediate assistance at the bridge! Someone, turn the automechanicals off! Turn them off!
Thanks, guys.
The Earth Directorate is here to fight for the rights of all colonists.
What is wrong with you? Maybe if you hadn't been wasting time hacking Protectorate and mechs, Niles wouldn't have been caught in an explosion. You need to stop the tomfoolery, take the lift behind you, and get to me as soon as you can. It is imperative we retrieve this unsealed core and escape this station. Commander, be on your guard. I'm picking up increased security activity in your area. They'll be at your location at any moment.
Commander, can you hear us? Something's wrong. We can't get into the skip lab, and DeVries isn't responding to our comms. In other words, we're trapped out here.
Oh, that's cute.
We're all in this together. The skip drive is our legacy. It is our mandate.
A time. Minimizing exposure.
Boy, damn it! Can't you get anything right? You were supposed to be dead already. I should have known an ex-convict would have a knack for self-preservation. Oh, an infuriating miscalculation on my part, but one that will soon be rectified. You think I'd betray you, or the Earth Directorate, or my principals for a handful of bits?
There is no betrayal here, though it is understandable someone like you would see it thus. No. The explanation. The grand plan mandates this abomination of an experiment must die. And you along with it. Your righteousness is as unamusing as it is misplaced. I have no expectation to live through this either. Don't you think I would have? Sparing Niles and not having to deal with you would have been preferable were I given the choice. But the plan cares not for our...
Holy shit, this game is good. I need a snack. Holy shit.
For our wants, I couldn't risk the delicate balance of the predictions. The mathematical computations involved are very specific. There is no too late. Fair.
Holy fuck, everyone there is dead.
Lothrin's family has been killed by a naturally occurring rift anomaly. High priority alert to all Earth Directorate agents. Contact with Earth has been low.
Identified ships on the edge of Arcadia.
It's no longer just a spacer's choice, it's Auntie's choice. Greater value for your bid.
Arcadian citizens, we've come to deliver you from oppression.
Oh.
You're not hearing me, Val. They were out there for almost 10 years. You know what usually happens when someone left in suspended animation that long.
Explosive cell death may result from extended periods of suspended animation. Death occurs quickly as the human body rapidly liquefies.
Exactly. And it would be my fault it happens. Oh, I never should have stopped looking. I can't face the commander right now. Not like this. I'll be in the cockpit.
Welcome back to consciousness, Commander. Please accept your back pay for the previous mission. It has been prorated according to the mission's failure and your unapproved 3,468-day sabbatical. This unit is not programmed to judge the activities of off-duty agents. Revival protocols mandate a physical and cognitive test to confirm mission readiness. This is to ensure no unexpected changes have occurred regarding your abilities, Commander. Say, Assessment complete. It appears you experienced some changes while in suspended animation, but nothing of concern. This unit will update your records accordingly. An event summary will now be provided to improve your situational awareness, Commander. If you feel yourself beginning to liquefy at any point, please notify this unit immediately. Following an aggressive merger between Anti-Cleo's and Spacer's Choice, the new corporate entity known as Anti's Choice invaded Arcadia. Anti's Choice claims they are following market demands and liberating Arcadia through the power of capitalism. Many have died. Unfortunately, their invasion fleet also exacerbated the rift anomaly created by Agent DeVries' sabotage of Horizon Point. This means no ship can enter or leave the colony. The rift also remains a threat to the colony. Current estimations suggest the rift will destroy Arcadia in the next 10 years. Give or take 7 to 8 years. Correct. At some point in the next decade, the rift will result in the complete annihilation of all life in Arcadia. But currently, it is a low to medium priority concern. Agent Ibarra has expressed far more confusion and alarm about Agent DeVries' latest actions. It has been confirmed that Agent DeVries was responsible for downing the Old Earth Directorate surveillance satellite earlier this month. The satellite had been gathering information since before your mission. When it fell, it signaled agents across the colony, leading to the discovery of you and Agent DeVries.
Water. Oh my god. Axel, come here. Come here, buddy. Lay down.
Agent Ibarra prioritized your recovery above pursuing Agent DeVries. This involved disassembling and rebuilding the astrogator to allow the incognito to travel to your location. This unit has observed a marked improvement in Agent Ibarra's hygiene regimen since the satellite was brought down. He is shaving again and routinely changes his clothing. Final update. Due to the deaths of every other squad member, Agent Ibarra is now a full agent. He is currently in the cockpit. Please extend your congratulations when you see him.
Minus 50% lunar presence.
Years and I still can't get my head around what Augustine did. Sacrificing our whole team. And for what? What did our blood pay for? Oh, Commander. Thought you were Val. Glad to see you up and ambling about. And not, human stew. Seems so. Better luck next time, I guess. You know, when I first learned some of the escape pods made it away from the station, I'd hoped. I did search for you, Commander. Just as soon as I was able. Might be you're giving me more grace than I deserve, but either way, thank you. So then, I gather Val's described our state of affairs?
Confirmed. The Commander has received a full briefing on the following topics: the invasion of Arcadia, the Rift, and Agent DeVries' survival.
DeVries. Would have been better if she joined the dead. I figured she'd done just that until I got the alert that she brought down the Earth Directorate satellite. If she's of a mind to, she could use the information on that thing to destabilize the Rift and destroy Arcadia. She was one of us, Commander. It's our responsibility to stop her. Should have expected you to understand. She's going to ground now. But as part of her original undercover mission, DeVries was inserted at the Vox relay station. She then followed protocol, established a safe room there. Wager that's where we'll find clues as to her present plans and whereabouts. From your lips written into law. Just to be clear, I'm not saying we're strolling up to the Vox station and knock nicely. The Vox is highly restricted and heavily defended. We might ought to explore the island first. If I wasn't nowhere clear as yours.
Back to Eden? I feel like we've been to Eden.
Ought to bring Val with us when we leave. She might not look it, but she can be fearsome in a fight.
Records indicate that lockboxes, such as the two housed in this dispenser, were originally part of a failed smuggling operation. After discovering the first lockbox, Agent Ibarra installed this dispenser to house additional lockboxes, which may be located throughout the colony. Unfortunately, due to a jam, the dispenser is currently inoperable. Agent Ibarra deprioritized its repair in order to tampering may result in damage. Theorizing. Extracting the contents from the first lockbox may disencumber the dispenser. This unit has an advanced decryption key that can open the first lockbox, Commander. Agent Ibarra updated this unit's security protocols following an incident of minor exposure. This unit is currently forbidden from unlocking containers, safes, and bathrooms in use. Helpful addendum. Scans also indicate an Auntie's Choice dematerializer within the first lockbox, which you may find useful in the discreet disposal of body. Valerie units are not authorized to comment on active or inactive criminal cases. Additionally, the second lockbox's contents may contain parts to upgrade your Valerie unit. Upgrades are recommended to improve your experience of Valerie. Please do not attempt physical intimacy with your Valerie unit. This unit may suffer occasional wear and tear in the course of performing its operations. Routine maintenance is required. Acknowledged. An upgraded Valerie unit will boost the team's overall level of effectiveness by an estimated 87.3%. Please be on the lookout for any additional lockbox.
must be from that ship.
Hello there, go-getter. Welcome to Fairfield, now under the new and improved management of Auntie's Choice. I'd usually ask if you were affiliated with the previous regime, but you lack the bewildered gaze of a Yeseng Protectorate subject. Even so, going to have to ask you to identify yourself. Still a war on and all. Ah, yes. All us troopers share a unique bond, don't we? A certain camaraderie. For we are all but tools of war. Eh? Something like that? Look, I appreciate your attempt at playing excessively familiar with me to get inside, but it don't really matter. End of the day, we let most anybody in. Bottom line's all we care about is our bottom line. That'll be all. Unless you got any questions before you're on your way. Before I forget, I have standing orders to send all newcomers to Minister Milver Street. He's in the town hall. That'd be the one with the giant hologram on it. Can't miss it. Once again, welcome to Fairfield, the official new home of free trade and self-reliance on Eden.
Holler when you're ready for me, Doc. I'll be over here.
Blood and bile are covered
Definitely not in excruciating pain.
All other bodily excretions may incur an additional surcharge.
Don't mean to sound unsociable, but you might not want to stand so close. The bleeding ain't contagious, but it ain't slowed much neither. I hate to bleed all over you. Wouldn't mind conversating a bit, though. Anything to take my mind off the pain. Oh, it stings.
This unit is not permitted to operate within corporate-owned medical facilities without said corporation's consent. Non-legally binding reassurances, however, may be offered.
Reassurances, you say? Like what?
Deploying reassurance. Do not worry. You will be fine.
I guess that's something. Look at me, drawing comfort from a drone after being attacked by one. I was on sentry duty. I returned fire like it was a Syrian. It was all going fine until the damn thing blasts me while I'm reloading. Mighty uncourteous, Trooper Faulkner. No idea. As for the rest of these fine folk, they were attacked by Protectorate while defending. Posthumous clause in our contract prevents any work from being performed by a deceased member of Auntie's Choice. Although, if there were ever need for an exception, it'd be now. The FOB's our main line of the man in charge, Commander Torres, is a legend. Playing it safe, it's all a moot point. I suppose it could be worse. At least, well, Cole's got the saloon up and running now. World always, I don't know. You some kind of doctor type? I hate to stifle your curiosity, but I'm not looking to become an... don't sweat it, none. Auntie's Choice advocate... No, I'll be paying him for a service. Anyway...
If you're not a go-getter, then go away.
I must ask you to hold still.
My liver ain't the lily kind. Tell it to me straight, Doc.
The bullet shattered your tibia and all but demolished your gastrocnemius muscle. Due to the risk of infection, I have to abscise your leg. There is good news, however. I recently enrolled in a course on advanced amputation techniques, so I'll be seeing a positive return on my investment sooner than expected.
Yeah, Doc. Is this really necessary? Kind of need my leg. You know, for getting around and such.
I don't have time to argue about this. I have other patients waiting. If you're disinclined to live, leave. Otherwise, we need to get you prepped for the procedure.
Say, how sore are my pockets gonna be after all this, Doc? Don't suppose there's a discount for only taking a portion of the leg?
I'm not running a charity. If you desire full treatment, you'll pay full cost. If that's a problem, seek compensation from your commanding officer. A kind, if naive, offer. Unless you have thousands of bits to burn, any amount you could provide would be a drop in the tank at best. My services do not come cheaply.
This is a mighty big decision, Doc. Can I have a moment to noodle on it?
I don't encourage delays, but very well. It'll take a few minutes for me to warm up the saw anyway. It would be inappropriate to hazard a guess on the exact percentage, but be assured I've reduced the margin of error significantly over the years. I'm glad I've earned your approval. How very bereft I would have felt without it. In case it isn't apparent, I'm having what might be called a day. A whole platoon of soldiers decided, and then there's Erickson. Something happened with a drone. I don't know. You'd be better off speaking with him about it. Oh, good lad. But he's mistaken. It's not more... Short of you skipping back in time and ordering the coagulant I need, I doubt anything can be done to accelerate the timetable for treating these soldiers. I am a doctor, not a magician. I cannot manufacture coagulant from the aether, neither... Now, was there anything else?
Our target audience here is people who want to forget their worries.
And sometimes their names.
Keep your petty skepticism. I'll pay my tab in no time. You'll see.
Swear, I almost look like you've had your share of troubles. So you can understand my situation. I had just the thing to get me a It's like this. The funicular to Spire Grove. Why, the path there might be lousy with Raptidon. While it couldn't or wouldn't go into pitch complete route. Don't want to bargain none? Might suspicious, you ask me. Like maybe I have a few bits I can offer you. Not much, but if it... He'll provide the agreed upon. Oh, the broke. So close, but so far away. At least...
With a door this tough, they must be storing something good in there.
Yeah, guns, armor, probably some ammunition too. Honestly, Kemp ain't that much of a mystery.
Yet you see fit to keep me in a constant state of consternation. With each unauthorized act, you jeopardize our hold of Fairfield.
Yes, but you must understand, the Protectorate citizenry is a hair's breadth from defection. Within the week, I'm certain.
Certain? Like the week prior and the week before that. Impressive foresight you wield. Should apply to join the Order of the Ascendant.
It would be difficult enough to convert the stubborn populace without your soldiers' constant, ill-advised forays.
Enough! Your yipping reminds me of my 2 old Canids. I loved those Canids. You, on the other hand, are trying my patience. We don't want to try Auntie's patience, do we?
No, Auntie.
Yes, I thought not. Now, unless you care to see what life in the lower rungs looks like, you will both of you cease your foolish maneuvering immediately. Do I make myself clear?
Yes, Auntie.
Good. See that it is done. I will brook no more disappointments. And while you're at it, you might want to look into your security situation, Commander. I'm not accustomed to an audience when addressing my subordinates.
Who in the void? Eavesdropping on Auntie's choice business is like to get a body shot for spine. Though you're not wanting for moxie. I'll give you that.
Now hold a moment, Carr. When opportunity comes visiting, perhaps it's better not to riddle it full of holes. Our new compatriot may be of assistance.
A surprisingly good point. Especially from you. She only forbade us using our own personnel. Be a whole other matter were a stranger to happen to aid one of us. But which? Well, you seem an observant sort, so I expect you'll tire of Milver Street's bluster soon enough. Come see me before agreeing to whatever absurdity he proposes. Unlike him, I have some work actually befitting your time. I'll be waiting.
Alone at last. I never thought she'd leave. Now then, allow me to introduce myself. I am D.B. Milverstreet, Minister of Marketing, Duke of Demographics, Commercial Condottiere, President of Promotional Material. Tell me, do you believe in signs? Everything happens for a reason. Yes. Yes, I can see that kind of line working with our protectorate demographic. I do not believe in signs. I believe in opportunities. Right now, at this moment, you and I have an opportunity to save countless lives. But I'm hardly the type to beg and ask for nothing in return. Tell me, what do you desire of this island? Ambitious, aren't we? Easily the best protected location on Paradise Island. Hardly a place for a stroll. But if you assist me, I promise to get you inside. Better yet, helping me shall result in our saving dozens, no, hundreds of lives. Your conscience shall be renewed. Auntie may demand Carr and I do nothing. But for each moment I remain inactive, dozens fall in meaningless combat. I seek a persuasive method of alleviating this conflict. The Protectorate utilizes a procedure known as mental refreshment to ease the temperament of wayward subjects. The Ministry of Accuracy contains vital information about the process and where it is performed. This is the prize I seek. I previously sent a grafted soldier, Trooper Sealong, to retrieve said information, but I have not heard from her in some time. Consequently, I must presume the worst. Yes, one additional word of warning. The good Commander Carr shall not take kindly to your working with me, though that is a bridge most worth burning in my estimate.
You there! Didn't catch a look at your uniform before. Oh, the reaching arm of the Earth Directorate, wagging its fingers and snagging our pocketbooks. Hope you won't be a problem. I'm Officer Babylon Carr, head of aggressive acquisitions and persons elimination on Paradise Island. Let no one say I can't be official when circumstances merit. Now, not to say I question the presence of a wayward sightseer in the midst of a war-torn waste, but it might be safer for us both if I knew your purpose. The Vox, eh? Bent on bloody self-destruction? I could just have my troops dispatch you, save you the effort. Although if you were keen on continuing to draw breath, perhaps you and I could broker a deal. There are Protectorate vitals need bled. You could do the bleeding. Unusual refers to every turncoat and is not a halfway strong enough phrase. Try gormless cretins who can not so much as wipe their running noses without begging permission. Don't know if there's a DeVries here, not my department. Milverstreet befriends the ex-subjects, keeps tabs on them. Ask him. Why are you looking for them? Who are they to you? Directorate agents betraying their fellows? So much for humanity's best and brightest. I want the Protectorate war effort exsanguinated. You want into the Vox Relay. You help me, I help you. There's a particular holding we shelled early in the war, name of Euphoria Coast Automech Repair Center. Deserves a raising for the length of its blasted name alone. My scouts report recent Protectorate attempts to bring it back to functioning. I need the place sabotaged, lest Automechs return to aid the Protectorate war effort in droves. Should note, the ministers like to take our working together as a personal affront. aid me, and I suspect he'll rescind any offer he may have made to you. Do you suggest that our good minister has lost patience with playing fair and now seeks to delve into the oily recesses of brainwashing? Oh, for shame. He's devoted to his half-measures. I'll give him that. But he wouldn't have to wheedle and connive if he knew directness. Milver Street's grinning manipulation won't earn nothing but more of our own dead. Work with me. Certainly could. I wouldn't shed a tear on behalf of those drones, but the Protectorate is used to losing its people. And there'd no doubt be a replacement crew in a week's time. The repair center itself needs to be permanently put out of commission. Anything else is temporary. Competence recognizes competence. One last thing. Visit the Ministry of Accuracy first to gain credentials that will grant you easy entrance to the repair center.
Commander, there is a 98.7% chance that hunting Agent DeVries will require greater amounts of ammunition than you currently possess. Ammunition can be purchased at vending machines, or...
Welcome, welcome. Well, if it isn't a new face in... What I meant to say is that we now have the new improved Purple Berry Crunch. Now with 10% more flavor. Or was it crunch? Gladly. No better choice than Auntie's choice.
Holy fuck, I have no money.
Welcome, welcome. Well, hello again. I don't think we were properly introduced. I'm sure. Welcome, welcome. See anything you like?
Fastest way to climb the corporate ladder.
Do your immediate supervisor's job better? Make them look bad? You could also cross them off, all else fails.
You mean murder them?
Nothing's against the law if you don't get
I'm
caught.
simply not credulous enough to accept this is where I've ended up. Doing the work of at least 3 libraries. And a full half-dozen automechs. I'd welcome you, would-be consumer, but we are not a retail operation. Please visit the various consumer locations around Fairfield for all your... I was meant to have break-in. So, is there anything else, or... Well, I've got...
Ectoplasm. Wait. Nope. Just Taro X-ray.
Keep them coming! I can do this all day.
I must say, I have many reservations. The Protector has always provided for us. For what reason would you forsake such a stable and safe way of life?
Because, friend, with the Protectorate, you're only surviving. With Antes, you'll be thriving.
So your superiors order you to thrive?
No. It's just something you can do on your own. You'll have bosses and employers, but it's up to you to get yourself to the top and make yourself the employer.
I see. And why would I want to do such a thing? Surely my assigned place would provide me with all the necessities of life?
Yes. But you could have more necessities, and even some unnecessaries.
For what reason would I desire material possessions which are, by definition, unnecessary? And while we're on the topic, what are you potentially gaining from recruiting me?
Ah, that's one of the best parts, chum. When you sign someone else up, you get a bits bonus.
I see. This free market idea, seemingly not without merit. I'll require some time to ponder this.
Of course, friend. 2 days, 3 at most, and they'll come looking for contracts. That recruiter bits bonus is as good as mine.
Entering a company.
But so spicy.
Standing by with life support.
As tough as you thought. Hey you! Get over here before you get yourself killed.
No, you ain't got what I need. And you can't come stumbling around here looking like prey. These raps ain't had a bite to eat since their pods dropped from the look of it. And a desperate rapt is a dangerous rapt. Meant no offense, you ain't one of Auntie's, and from the look of things, the Protectorate here didn't put up much of a fight. Me and Raptidon, which is why I gotta ask, what are you doing here? Oh, that's a high-profile target. Huh. If she entrusts, I'm Inez Silung, Auntie's choice. Former combat medic in the Enhanced Soldier Division. Now, menial troubleshooter. Minister Milver Street of Fairfield sent me here to retrieve some information. I'll admit I was eager for some good hunting around here. If you had, you'd know. Unless you're a Sorry. Guess I'm everyone in Fairfield reckons my time will come soon too. Go ahead. I got what
damaged.
No offense to Val, but it's real nice having someone watch him. Anyway, need something, Commander? Sure, always happy to tool around for a bit. What did you have in mind?
Lieutenant's current work task takes priority over conversation.
This whole capitalism thing isn't so dreadful after all. They even allowed me a choice between fishing and sanitary engineering.
That's far more freedom than we were ever offered while living under the...
Also, brace yourself for this. Can you believe we receive pay, that is to say, monetary remuneration for our work?
What a novel concept.
And we receive 2 rest days a year, which are also paid. We'll be compensated for doing literally nothing. I believe it's called a vacation.
I know! So exciting! Next week, we're to be receiving an audit. Truthfully, I haven't the faintest inkling what an audit is, but it sure sounds exciting. Here to do some fishing? Here to do some fishing?
Always been curious about the kind of training this army. Can't imagine it's pleasant. Ain't just the Dragoon to worry about. Those turrets will also put the hurt on us. Hurt on us if we get to. Take them out! How are you still up? Guns locked and loaded. Just get the signal. Appreciate it, low.
Careful, friend. Reckon there
Careful of friendly fire if you head down past the front. Last time we walked past the
I don't even want to think about the damage those Crabbles are going to do to my machines.
They're Crabbles. They ain't gonna do nothing to your precious terminal.
Scout report? Yes, sir. Looks like the repair center is still out of order, sir. Excellent. Eddie, Scout. Glad to hear that they haven't managed to repair it.
Who goes there? By orders of Marshal Donaldson, no one comes or goes to the Automech Repair Center without approval. What's your business here?
Now you've done it. Slowing down a ranking protectorate official is worth 10, 20 demerits if you're lucky.
All right, let's not lose our heads over a simple misunderstanding. You're free to pass. Marshal Donaldson likes to greet new arrivals personally. We'll let him know you're inbound, so no one shoots on sight. Oh, and fair warning, watch out for Zeranium gas. We sprung a leak. One more thing. Don't cause any trouble around these parts.
Outsider.
All that matters is getting these automechs to the Vox relay station.
But Marshal, we must adhere to decontamination procedures.
Might be wise to give that large gas cloud a wide berth. Don't think there's anything to gain by getting near it.
Outer chassis sealant test number 14 is confirmed a failure. Uranium exposure rate appears to be unaffected. Test model displayed standard overload-induced paralysis, then became atypically aggressive. Forced to terminate test model in self-defense.
Not sure we should get any closer.
Oh.
All that matters is getting these automechs to the Vox relay station.
We must adhere to decontamination procedures.
Greetings, potential. State your business. This unit was engineered.
Oh, this is surely.
Command not.
Huh. I thought that would have put it into sales mode. Best look into that later. Please, give it a try yourself.
All wares should.
Sorry, it tends to take things too literally.
Lull detected. Conversational status uncomfortable. Current inventory in.
I see. It's mislabeled. Look, for now, just use the phrase
Initiating commerce.
See you soon, I hope. Welcome. Glad to have you back.
Might be wise to give that large gas cloud a wide berth. Don't think there's anything to gain by getting near it.
Outsider?
Oh, a new arrival. Oh, and what's this? You, I dare say, are exhibiting clear signs of... Fortunately for you, you appear... If you'd indulge me, I have a few questions I'd like to ask. For medical posterity, and so on. First question, can you describe the conditions in which... I'll mark it down as haphazard meandering then. All too common these days. All right, next. For instance, do your bones seem noticeably softer somehow? Well, good for you. Keeping a pause as a token of my appreciation, allow me to provide you advanced... There, that should do it. Do stop back in if you suffer additional exposure. I would love... be pleased to act as your consulting physician. Oh, gladly. I've rather dedicated my life to... What would you like to know? Zeranium is a crystal. Even in its raw form, it generates energy. But once refined and stored in a quasi-gaseous state, its output increases exponentially. Zeranium is found in a liquid state as well, but it's far too hazardous and inefficient for our needs. Refined zeranium is used to power nearly all major Protectorate technology. However, it's also highly unstable and must be mined exceedingly carefully. Even minor bumps or jolts can cause zeranium crystals to explode. Total avoidance is best, but try to get out of the zeranium as quickly as you can. Come to think of it, there may be some... Our visiting scientist next door is working on a device that shields the user from zeranium's effects, though she was having a spot of trouble last I heard. Zeranium in its default crystalline state poses two risks. First, it's extremely volatile, exploding within a second. Zeranium crystals produce a small amount of gas, which we think helps stabilize its crystalline lattice. But that's... In this gaseous state, zeranium is quite hazardous, breaking down organic matter through a mechanism The concentration of the gas is a critical factor. A person could remain in a light haze for several minutes, whereas a dense cloud can kill near instantly. Anyhow, I could talk about this all day if I let myself. Hope I haven't bored you unduly. Was there anything else I could help you with?
Outer chassis sealant test number 14 is confirmed a failure. Zeranium exposure rate appears to be unaffected. Test model displayed standard overload-induced paralysis. System became atypically aggressive. Forced to terminate test model in several months.
Oh yes, I adore interruptions. I was just saying, what's best for stoking the spark of invention? Regular disruptions to one's train of thought. Now what is it you want? Oh, we'll get to that presently. Now tell me, are you familiar with zeranium gas? One and the same. That building took the brunt of the damage during a recent attack, and now it's spewing valuable zeranium all over the place. I could speak at length about zeranium's many captivating intrinsic qualities, but suffice it to say, in its gaseous state, it's rather deadly. So what am I endeavoring to create? A protective device that shields its wearer from zeranium's remarkably unsavory effects, as well as other forms of harm. Quite splendidly, if I do say so myself. The principal function of the device is confirmed operational. I merely need to work out some minor implementation concerns. Alas, while I'm occupied with inventing this shield gadget, I also find myself in need of assistance regarding its key components. Good, good, wonderful. As an added incentive, I'll allow you to keep one of the prototypes once the work is finished, so you be sure to give it your all. Now here, you'll need this apparatus. It's for collecting stray Zeranium effluvium. Gas, that is. My supply is running low from all the iterative testing I've been performing. Merely activate the device once it's inside a Zeranium cloud, the one around the main hangar specifically. Try to avoid any fields of dense Zeranium, or death is all but assured. Any questions? Normally, yes, but on the off chance that environmental exposure has altered the gas here in any way, I'll want to work with local samples. Ideally, the resulting shielding will protect against any gas, but since it's of utmost importance that it work on the gas here, I'll be calibrating against that.
That actually makes sense.
Oh, so exhilarating to have a new subordinate. I look forward to thoroughly scrutinizing your work. Now, shoo-shoo! Off with you now! Gather those samples! Shoo!
I'm not sure we should get any closer.
My little minion. I trust you've made progress in your tasks? What did I tell you? Perfectly safe. Either that or you tolerate Zeranium poisoning like a champ. Good for you. Should you suffer from any lingering symptoms of contamination, visit the medical center and they'll get you Now, on to business. The device already generates a field exactly as specified, albeit on a very small scale. Still, progress is progress. What's needed now is something to help extend and shape the field around the user. An invention that works on paper is half the work. The other half is simply a matter of sourcing materials and capable help. I require a component called a catalytic amplifier. You'll be pleased to learn there's one right here at the facility, in the Dragoon that's patrolling just outside. Catalytic amplifiers are a somewhat outdated technology, available only in older model Dragoons. Unfortunately for me, our chief mechanist, Woodrow, wasn't enthusiastic about my proposal to Geld his only combat automech. So you may have trouble getting your hands on the catalytic amplifier. Oh, certainly. They're all in the building blocked by Zeranium gas, which is why we're making the device. I trust you see how that's a problem. However, I do recall hearing this facility was originally assigned 2 Dragoons. I'm not sure what happened to the other one, though. It was gone by the time I arrived. Good. A flexible mindset should behoove you on this task. Perhaps the chief mechanist will prove more receptive to your request. Failing that, one last thing. The Dragoon must not be harmed. Not only would the amplifier likely be damaged, but we'd both be summarily executed. Assuming we survive the fight. Well, off.
I'm glad that spectacle didn't scare you off. Between the recent attacks and... Anyway, if you have hands and a will to lend... Zeranium is hardly my area of expertise, but it falls to me to find a solution. Lest I follow my...
Take him out! Oh, you
Stay true, outsider.
Conversation is not possible at this or any time.
Give me a sec. Almost done with this work list. Another sealant failure, amplifier requisition, and 2 more. She and I have been. Please understand. The original staff of this facility were rounded up and refreshed because they couldn't safeguard a protectorate asset. Why should I follow their example by reducing our sole working Dragoon to a pile of unpatriotic scrap? I can't. I won't. Be gone already.
Prudence dictates we cherish all
This
we
unit
have.
beautifully acknowledges
Outsider?
your presence.
Yes? I'm afraid so. And the Marshal, if even a single automech steps out of line, it will be the Brigadier Montelli does not accept excuses. And the Marshal is a good man, but he values speed while I value accuracy. Neither of us is wrong, but in this case, we both can't be right. I thought I made my I cannot abide any effort to weaken the security of this facility. If you're really so desperate, you can track down our second Dragoon. Damn thing wandered. I'd have sent someone to retrieve it myself, but Dragoons are stubborn when their instructions are unclear. First, that would undoubtedly destroy the catalytic amplifier. Second, everyone here would turn their guns on you. You do that. Good hunting.
Recharged! Love to, but I'm not ready. These things take time, Commander.
Well, any closer to obtaining the catalytic amplifier? Oh, superb! I'm almost tempted to ask how you managed it. But pressing on, just a moment to remove what I need and install it in the prototype. With this gadget, you'll be shielded against more than Zeranium, you know. Damn near everything, as long as it's charged. Now, report to Marshal Donaldson, if you please. He's rather impatient to end this crisis so he can turn his focus back to the war. Don't thank me. Just doing my part for the sake of the paradigm, same as anyone.
Ah, you're back. And you've been Certainly, there is a nominal cost for treatment to cover essentials. All right, then. There. All better.
Watch your vitals!
Guns cocked and loaded. Just get the signal.
Got a distraction for you. Light flashing from behind, Commander. Provide you.
Can't believe some of those protectorate hull heads just couldn't see the benefit of self-betterment.
Never catch a break. Finally find a way to get ahead, and this happens.
Been working at that spot of business we discussed. Easier to lead with fewer targets nibbling at your psyche. Loose your words. I'm listening. Scouts reported a plume of smoke thick and wide billowing from the facility. Sure didn't seem to be mechanical exhaust. Got more to report? Just that Milver Street requested her presence for some mission. Normally I'd demand to be paid, but I was just glad to get her some work. Trooper Sealong was one of my best enhanced soldiers, but never took to her grafts. Been uncertain what I could rely on her for. So Milver Street holds her contract. Least for now. Trooper Sealong ain't a fragile wallflower. She's a soldier. And even at reduced efficacy, she's worth 15 of any grunt picked at random. She's got a contract. And she ain't so far gone we can't make use of her. But the fact is, her grafts are holding her back, and it's only getting worse. Don't let it bother you. Now, let's talk helping you. There's a bridge gating entry to the northern part of the island. You want to get to the Vox? First step is getting through it. There's an alternate path, but it's blocked by Zeranium. I'll order my troops at the forward operating base to aid you, and you'll punch through together. From there, your target's the Skycutter Tower. Seems it was recently reactivated, and by our engineers' metrics, might be useful in overloading the Vox's defenses. Wouldn't trust the Protectorate's over-engineered perfection to cook a Spratwurst. Give me the no-frills, disposable quality of Auntie's choice any day. If by some miracle your contraption doesn't turn you inside out, I'd give you a much quieter route to the Vox. Much as I'd like the bridge's clearing. Once you pass to the northern end of the island and enter the Skycutter, you'll need to find the tower's power routing controls. Mayhaps you can wreak some chaos at the Vox. Step light, though. There's no Protectorate gallivanting near the tower, which, like as any, means something bloodthirsty lurks within. Stay intact.
Minister, I'm telling you I can do more. I've been proving
Watch out for that anti-Cleo.
time and again.
I know she don't look it, but she's
Ain't so
more
sure you
dangerous
want
than
to
she
work for
seems.
this imbecile
Even
friend.
the whole of Space
There's more
Choice
menial
couldn't
jobs where
outmaneuver her.
that came from. Ain't so sure you want to work for this.
Do try to understand my perspective. You were so lethargic returning, I had you pre-marked as a casualty. Do you know how many forms I've...
Now hold on. I went into enemy territory crawling with dangerous creatures for you alone to get some dusty report. And you got the audacity to complain about paperwork? If this contract weren't staying my hand, I reckon you'd be answering to it right about now. That's surely the most tempting offer I've heard all day.
Please pay this disgruntled employee no mind. What would she do without Auntie's hand to guide her if she were unemployed? I should think death the preferable alternative.
That's it. I'd rather be a down-and-outer for the rest of my life than crushed under your counterfeit leather boa boot a second longer. I quit!
What? I have done nothing to deserve such barbaric treatment. This is unheard of, and I might add, you'll not be welcome with an Auntie's choice once more. We'll not take a contract shirker back into our fold.
So you say, but Auntie's choice ain't seen a trooper like me before. You'll regret counting me out. Till then, I hope you choke on your mock apple martinis. If you're serious about that job offer, come find me when you're done with this clown.
She will most assuredly regret her decision. Most assuredly. Troopers abandoning their contracts. Blackguards like you running rampant. What is becoming of this island? I've some
The record room is in this building.
You...
All done in there? Hope that little dust-up back there didn't put you off. My contract had me caged, and I was glad to get a few licks in during the jailbreak. I'd like to take you up on your offer, if you're good for it. You're going places. If you help me and in time, maybe I'll have earned myself the clout to be welcomed back into Auntie's choice. Had a feeling you knew a good offer when you seen it. Once Doc Tinsley worked after you. Ah! Yeah.
My cover story has worked. I am safely ensconced at the Vox station, assigned to the lowly Information Input and Retrieval Department. Seems a colony so certain of its absolute control over its subjects can be less than rigorous when it comes to security. I was able to easily widen out a space behind the walls of the main control room to establish my safe room, giving me unfettered access to the communication transfer conduits. I have hacked into their system downstream from the security protocols, so I am able to infiltrate while I have little doubt. I thought my duties complete. Information gathered, reports. I'd even created a fictitious identity and work transfer to Horizon Point Station well ahead of schedule, in order to keep anyone from tracking my movements upon commencing the mission. All that was left was, well, I don't understand, and I am the only one. I did it. They are all dead. But the complete gullibility of the Protectorate subjects cannot be underestimated. I can only keep...
I can't believe this. Void me if I understand any of this. DeVries sold us out for what? Because of a few... I mean, she wasn't a damn scientist. She said it herself. She didn't understand all of it, the math. So what was she thinking? How can you be so even-tempered about this? I know you didn't know her like I did. Like I thought I did, but she betrayed us. She killed our friends, Commander. Damn it! I never wanted to talk about this. I wanted... DeVries may have saved me on Triangulum, but I wasn't the only one looked up to her. Lots of the other recruits talked about her too. We all thought she was the pinnacle of what an agent should be. Reckon so. And then she betrayed us. Tried telling myself it was an accident, but because the truth matters. Because Augustine could have... DeVries was... I mean, she always struck me as so... pragmatic. Real sensible-like. Never figured she'd go all in on predictions from a bunch of monks. Maybe. She seemed tore up about the choice after the fact. Guilty. I don't take issue with folks clinging to whatever keeps them afloat. Math, science, grand architect, void, even capital. I know how most calm, but when those beliefs start to require hurting others, even whatever, reckon it's gotta... Might I have a word, Commander? I know I've been pushing to find DeVries, so this might seem a bit of a left turn. Got an old friend here on the island. The doctor who patched me up after tracked on the Westport a short time ago, but never got up the nerve to visit. Reckon we could drop by and pay. I'm being serious here, Commander. I had some... That starts with writing accounts. This friend of mine, Zebulon Tran, I let him down. Likely not. Don't much help to stay mired in it, neither. I think this will help me move forward. After I recovered, too small. I had my orders. I was to stay low. Couldn't. I agree. We worked hard, but often than not, our help only made targets of the folks whose lives we were trying to improve. Yeah, maybe. Anyway, only later I learned Zeb hadn't given up the struggle like I assumed he would. You gotta stay in mental If the Protectorate suspects someone of having an independent thought, they subject them to some kind of chemical brainwashing. And these folks who get refreshed, they come out less themselves than before. More agreeable. I don't know how it affected Zeb, but it's high past time I found out. Much appreciated. Westport.
At least coming on to spot folk won't hear no
Huh. Protector with vent. Guessing the cadre didn't make it. Time to start poking around. We'll need all their armorial IDs to get in.
Captain, have we truly certified that all in our midst are suited for this mission? It would be most disheartening were any of us to bear reservations.
If you take issue with my presence, speak plainly. My loved one's deeds bear no influence on my own.
Your loved ones, Juan? Once a loved one of mine became a traitor, I would no longer refer to them thusly. Unless you still harbor feelings.
Enough! Your sniping discredits you both. Wardens must speak through action. Move out!
Everyone else hurt. this. That's enough wraps for me, thanks.
That's it. I'm done. Just as soon as I put these boys down.
Not getting up without help, Commander!
You're looking pretty skeeved.
Knew you had...
This is one. I have suffered grievous wounds. At least one of my lungs meets the open air. How swiftly screamed from down behind. If I had the means to control I inserted it into a conduit, hoping it would spring to life, but the Fairfield power controls have deteriorated. I wish I could admit relief that in my heart of hearts I wished my love to live, despite her
Appreciate you agreeing to help, but the arm's itching something fierce. Ready to do away with it. We ought to head to Doc Tinsley's, quickly if we can. Anyhow, was there something you needed, Commander?
Give the order, and I'll take care of him, Commander.
Commander, you're bleeding.
Let me know when you need a stretch.
firing on it.
Thank you for saving me. I wish I could return your kindness in some capacity, but though you're most welcome to my old Protectorate equipment on that ledge. I won't require any of it from here on out. That part of my life is behind me for good, it seems. The commander of the base to the east, Brigadier Montelli, has gone mad. He's executing loyal subjects as traitors on a whim, without even a mention of refreshment. He claims his actions are in the name of the Sovereign, but nothing. My partner and I are loyal subjects of the Protectorate. But, of course.
No offense to Val, but it's real anyway. Need something, Commander? Sure. A lot of Protectorate strung up there. Dead or dying slow.
Oh, these damned bodies. Be forewarned. We are in a heightened... Move on and... Is that...
Careful now. You're speaking to a soldier who could put one between your eyes at 100 paces back. Lucky for you, I'm here in good faith.
Ugh, no matter. I cannot afford to worry over you. I have a grave number of bodies to hang and not enough time to hang them. Now, what is it that you want? Why would I do that? And be mindful, if you haven't your transfer orders, I don't have time to waste going idly back and forth with you. You are correct. If I were to let you in without apprehend, remember, the Sovereign area's off limits.
I'll go ahead. What's the play?
Moving in close.
Interesting.
Though you are better company than...
You are approaching a restricted estate. Help you with something?
Sentry First Class Kinoshita has been henceforth relieved of his duties. His responsibilities and obligations...
That's out of the ordinary.
Harry is back to it.
Please join me in congratulating...
Aborting third.
Got eyes on some no good. Ready to waste. The idea is to kill them before you die.
That's reload.
Hell of a scene to greet you at the start of your workday. Bet it keeps folks completely in line.
Not happening. Not again. Come, quickly. We must all bear witness.
Technicians Acna and Gastral, you stand accused of manufacturing a fatal flaw in one of our valued dragoons. Have you any last words to express your shame?
That Dragoon was already defective. Oh, we were only rebuilding the logic assembly so that...
At last, the truth alights. I hope this belated confession unburdens your conscience, though it will do nothing to commute your sentence. On the charges of sabotage and treason most contemptible, I find you both guilty.
No. No, please! This is all a misunderstanding! We're loyal!
More loyal subjects executed. And valued technicians, no less. Wait, I recognize you. From Horizon Point. Yes.
You got security called on you outside the skip labs? But wasn't DeVries already inside the skip labs at that point?
You must have been the cause of everything that happened that day. And to think I could have stopped you. Perhaps I would have, if I'd not been so vexed over mere demerits. What would make me feel better is a long hour with a bottle of prestige gin. And if you had never resurfaced from the darkest corner of my mind. Now I will be forced to slay you in a fashion undesirable to us both, and hope I can explain your unlawful ingress to Montelli. Truly, this day is cursed. Any punishment handed down to me will be even more severe. I hope you're watching, Montelli.
Let me know.
I heard nothing, and neither did you.
But if the box relay launches, we won't be able to change its trajectory. It could land on one of our towns.
Are you questioning the actions of our brigadier?
No, of course not.
Good. I was sure I misunderstood you.
know some perusal is due.
It's over!
There?
Sort of peculiar. Much ado about nothing. Feels like.
God damn, he laid my ass out.
Aggressors in range.
What? All right, calling it quits. What was? Could have sworn I. Ah, well.
Interesting.
Enter your belt. Locked and stuck.
The sovereign provides, the system abides. Prudence dictates. Eye your neighbors carefully. What was?
No! No target! Let me know when you needed a strength.
Replenish it!
What was? You beat
Ready to take the heat off you, Commander.
Not getting up with
Oh, god damn it.
I see you chose the hard difficulty. Nice. Challenge like that builds character. Also riddles that character with bullets before blowing it up and feeding the pieces to a Raptidon.
Heads up. Rival life forms.
Make me walk on over there, huh? There, found you. Sovereign for the... Huh? This one's over.
Looking a little
Getting forward!
Hey, got a distraction for you.
Things take time, Commander.
Got company, Commander. The unfriendly kind.
Got troublemaker.
You're looking pretty scathed, Commander.
Appreciate the gift.
Got my lamps on a hot.
End this fight on my feet. Back in business. Vitals looking a mite marginal,
Finishing
Commander.
my fire.
If I go, can I remain unsullied under the command of a rambling, nonsensical persecutor?
Right, Shifty looking at
If I stay, damned if I go. Can I remain unsullied under... Oh, hello there. You seem to have caught me at a most inopportune time. Now, I must kindly ask that you vacate the vicinity. Your presence here is proving distracting, to put it mildly. The what? Word to the wise. A Protectorate State Brigadier Montelli would be ecstatic to hear you spout such humorous quips. You'd be labeled a heretic. But I'm sure he'd chuckle as you swung from the gallows. Forgive my unease. I don't know what's going on here. The station's changed. It's become a damn charnel house. I don't know what to do. I just don't wish to die. I can't... Everything happens next day, all the while. Montelli has acted as if it's no need. It's no fault of your own that I'm here.
Trouble ahead.
Sort of.
Liquidate us.
Ain't nothing there. Don't just shoot in the thin air.
Forever vigilant. It is the duty of every protectorate subject to ensure they are operating at peak.
Giving chase. Back to it.
Melee is so bad in this game.
Coming up on some foes.
Help you with something?
Advance!
Seeking cover! Taking a little wounded there, Commander.
What now? Ah, an intruder.
Holy fuck, I want his gun.
I was warned the paradigm would test me, and here you have arrived. Yes. Dispatching you may yet grant me the opportunity to show my unimpeachable quality.
This piece of work's been on a murder spree and has the nerve to call himself unimpeachable.
Seen this before. All that pressure from trying to live perfect? Some subjects pop a lid. We should mind.
And you have the gall to bring an invader herself into my station? Come then, infiltrator, test me. Perform your part in this grand drama, but be forewarned. I am not. Tell me, does it ease your conscience to imagine me as some foaming mongrel, a raving bedlamite baying for blood? Montelli's turned cruel. Montelli's lost his wits. Montelli's going to string us all up and watch our skeletons dance. I'm killing traitors, seditionists. I am purging our prized garden of chokeweed and all manner of slithering things. My methods may seem callous, but a swift response to treason is necessary to prevent this crisis from worsening. Auntie's choice, bah! Invade.
Festering rot. Hell of a way to speak of your own forces, Brigadier.
Or perhaps your auntie's, our great, if only the sovereign heeded his perhaps by whatever awful passes for your laws, by protectorate standards. But now we have bandied enough words. Your time has come, infiltrator. Any an offer unasked for, unwanted, and summarily rejected. For crimes
That was a
against our
hard-ass
perfect
line.
sovereignty and conspiracy to commit the same, I hereby sentence you to death.
Okay.
I'm waiting. On your command. Ready to take the heat off, Commander. Just stay with. You well could hit the wrong side of a freighter.
Got company, Commander. Transfer time.
Commander, you're bleeding. Take them into cover.
DeVries must have left some evidence behind. Let's poke around.
Hey, what in the... Nobody around. Can't just shoot in the thin air. No.
I don't know who you are or how you accessed my private terminal, but it won't do for I've triggered the Vox Relay failsafe ejection routine. But worry not. After launching, the station will take so you'll have plenty of time to enjoy the ride before you're...
We gotta do something. If the Vox crashes into Fairfield, it'll kill a whole lot of my people and innocent civilians. Use the control panel. It's a relief to hear you say so.
Pretty sure that shaking's the best. Bad sign. Cutting it close here.
Mm-hmm.